Welcome back, all my beautiful patriots and nationalists of this world. We have the legend Oliver Anthony today speaking at the 2025 ARC Conference speech, the Allegiance for Responsible Citizenship. This is in East London, okay? And I haven't heard this speech yet. Apparently it's going to be amazing. For those who don't know, Oliver Anthony is the best country singer, the most bass country singer, singing the song Rich Man North of Richmond, talking about the corruption and stuff in Washington, D.C. Of course, this one's going to be legendary. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it. Let's see what he has to say.
I appreciate for your opportunity, for your time. I've only got a few minutes here, so I've written some things down so you don't have to listen to me ramble. But there is an evil I have seen under the sun, the sort of error that arises from a ruler. Fools are put in many high positions, while the rich occupy low ones. I have seen slaves on horseback while princes go on foot like slaves.
He means the rich people, rich at heart, have low job positions, right? But the poor people up at top, poor mentally, poor spiritually people, right, have the high positions of power.
Since August of 2023, I have received a flood of messages, social media, email, handwritten letters. I've had I don't know how many conversations with people face to face, probably thousands at this point. And I realize now that we don't have any clue to how many around us are really broken.
Wow.
How many are silently suffering and barely hanging on.
Oh yeah.
More often than not, they start the message with, "Hey, I'm a nobody, but," followed by horrors of addiction, mental illness, financial and household struggles, oftentimes incredibly complicated stories that I suspect they may have never told anyone before. But they still have hopes of a hopeful future, and they don't want to give up no matter what. And it kills.
That's the most important thing. Never give up, guys. Never give up, bro.
But they still have hopes of a hopeful future, and they don't want to give up no matter what.
Yep.
And it kills me because these people, they aren't nobodies, as they describe themselves.
Yep.
Our modern society's convenient, comfortable, fragile little existence is oftentimes carried on the backs of these self-declared nobodies. And forgive my generalization, but in the modern world, we are so busy idolizing the genuine nothings of society, the self-centered celebrities, spineless politicians, clickbait social media influencers. It seems from my perspective that oftentimes these people live comfortable little lives while many of our real heroes are dragged through the mud and never once given a genuine thank you for it.
That's so true, guys. Kim Kardashian, people like that, guys. Just people that really wouldn't help you out in a real situation, guys. And not even to be picking on her, but real just scumbag influencers that don't care about you and I, guys. You know what I mean? Social media influencers, people that clickbait, spineless politicians. It's true, guys. And the people that think that they're nobodies, you're somebody, guys. Everybody is somebody, okay, in your own regard. Just because you're not famous, flipping, influencer or celebrity doesn't mean that you're a nobody.
Society, the self-centered celebrities, spineless politicians, clickbait social media influencers. Yeah. It seems from my perspective that oftentimes these people live comfortable little lives while many of our real heroes are dragged through the mud and never once given a genuine thank you for it.
Facts. That's facts.
But it's not just them that are hurting. We all are. I mean, that's why you're here at this conference, right? That's why people have traveled from all over the world to gather here. You all realize that it's time to do something.
Oh, yeah.
So to set the record straight, I'm not here as an intellectual or a psychologist or a politician or even a respected member of society, all things considered. I'm a high school dropout who lives in a log cabin in the woods in Virginia. I myself am just a 32-year-old nobody. So I'm just here today as the messenger. I believe that many of the problems identified at this conference are quite possibly symptoms of a bigger problem. We currently exist in an age of rapid digital immersion. The current average American teenager will have spent something like 30,000 hours by the time they are 30 on social media. The average American spends 6 to 9 hours a day staring at devices. And whether it's a city sidewalk, a family dinner table, the receptionist at an office, even people driving their damn cars down the roadway, I constantly see the struggle between maintaining conscious attention in the real world and the overwhelming pull we feel towards the digital one. And in my unprofessional opinion, neuroplasticity has made us increasingly digitally proficient, but at a cost of being digitally dependent. And if being hired on as a London cab driver can change your brain on an MRI scan, And if life experiences like PSD can alter the DNA in sperm, what irreversible alterations will 30,000 hours of staring into algorithmically fed state of hypnosis do to the human mind or to their offspring?
Damn, that's powerful. This guy can speak, man. He can sing, he can speak too. This is incredible. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
And in this short breath of time, we live in a state of existence that quite possibly no one else in world history has.
Oh, yeah.
We have both access to instant global connectivity, infinite information, and consumer-level access to artificial intelligence, but we're the last few humans in world history who remember what life was like before it.
Oh yeah. I actually remember, I only got a phone at 18, 19. I only got flipping Wi-Fi at 19, 20. Actually later, probably 21, because the Wi-Fi was crap. It was like dial-up or whatever. We only got proper Wi-Fi at 21, 22, like, so very late in life, guys. Thank God I'm not, like, you know, addicted to the internet or anything like that. But even increasingly now with this job that I do, it does seem that you increasingly dependent on the digital world, guys.
We're the last living people in history to have experienced life before the digital age.
Oh, yeah.
And I fear that it may become nearly impossible for younger generations to even differentiate the digital world from the real one before the end of my lifetime.
Yep.
There is nothing inherently wrong with technology, there is nothing wrong with instant connection, and there is nothing intrinsically bad about access to abundant information. But what is bad is the lack of control and agency we have over these systems. And without realizing it, we are being programmed and our culture is becoming commodified.
Oh yeah.
Therefore, the more time we spend on these digital information systems, the more we revert to the mean of one of a fixed set of broad internet cohorts. In other words, the more time we spend online, the more commoditized our culture,
Facts.
The more tribal our psychology,
Facts.
and the more vulnerable we become.
Oh yeah, big time.
When the floods first came to Western North Carolina last year, where I used to live, there were tens of thousands of people who showed up to help from all over the country. No one asked them, no one paid them, and most of the world has no idea they were ever even there.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, guys. I don't even know much about it. Outside of the U.S., we wouldn't even know about it unless they're talking about it. It's unbelievable.
I was there the same day that the governor of North Carolina came for his little photo op. He made a public announcement that day saying that the current statewide death toll with the floods... He made a public announcement that day with the current statewide death toll of the floods. But that same morning alone, volunteer veterans with cadaver dogs that I had met with had pulled 15 bodies out of a single pile of debris near the KOA campground in Swannanoa. The statewide count at that point had to have been well into the hundreds. I believe the number the governor used that day was 28. In fact, there was a reefer truck that sat for 2 days full of bodies because the morgues were overflowing.
Jeez.
And while FEMA was hoarding donated generators and denying people on their applications, it was the nobodies of the world that were driving ATVs and Jeeps with chainsaws up mountain roads rescuing people. There was 2 guys we met that hot-wired a bulldozer from a quarry to cut a navigable path through a washed-out road in 2 days that the state said would take months, allowing supplies to people who hadn't had contact with anyone in over a week.
Damn.
Volunteers...
That's what it like. And in Ireland, guys, we just had Storm Owen. We didn't have power for a week. We had no electricity, no nothing, no contact with the outside world digitally, because we had no signal as well. So we couldn't text anyone. There was no water, so you couldn't go to the bathroom, couldn't take a shower. It's horrendous, guys. Some people, it took them 2.5 weeks in the west of Ireland to get their power back. Come on, guys. This is like complete dependency on the government and on things that we shouldn't be dependent on. This is crazy.
We're working 16 hours a day, taking supplies on everything from horses to helicopters.
Oh, yeah.
It was humanity there in front of my very eyes. And it was in that 7 days in North Carolina that changed everything for me.
Yep.
It was people saving people. Even with lack of leadership, failed protocols, and overwhelming inefficiency from the state, the nobodies took up the slack.
Yeah.
And so I'm just here to remind you that we don't need our false idols. We should no longer rely on politicians who bow down to money to manage our city or our states.
Facts.
We need to find the real leaders everywhere and empower them. Western North Carolina was proof to me that there is an army of good people left in this world who want to do good things.
Yep.
We just have to give them places to gather and give them the ability to act.
Love that. Love that.
And so I close with this. Do not fret because of those who are evil, or be envious of those who do wrong, for like the grass they will soon wither, like green plants they will soon die away.
Yep.
Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart.
Amen.
And so I'll see you on April the 5th in Spruce Pine, North Carolina for the first official gathering. It is now my life's mission to revive rural America one town at a time. Ooh. It's called the Rural Revival Project.
Hey.
So thank you for listening.
That is fire. Amen, brother. Amen. We gotta give this man a standing ovation. A standing ovation. That was legendary, guys. That got me fired up. So he's doing a rural revival project. I love to see that, man. You know, the time it takes for people to help people in need in these tragedies is despicable, guys. You know, people are dying. North Carolina was horrendous. I think Elon Musk got over Starlink, and he helped with the satellites, the Wi-Fi, and helped save a lot of lives. Saved thousands of lives, Elon Musk did. And also Oliver Anthony was there. Unbelievable, guys. King Oliver Anthony. They should king this man in flipping England. You know the way they knight people in England? They should do that for him. Legend, guys. I love to see him, man. I'm from the countryside as well, so I love to see another countryman give hope to the people. It's just legendary, man. I mean, this dude could not go wrong ever, man. Unbelievable, man. Much love to Oliver Anthony. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Drop a comment down below. The Alliance for Responsible Citizenship. You know what that means, guys? You should be a responsible citizen, not just relying on the government, the state, everybody else around you to flip and fund you and feed you and everything like that. You should rely on your damn self and the people around you, the nobodies of the world. I love to see that, guys. If you want to help support me as well, join the membership, man, so I can keep putting this message out there. I can't do it without you guys. So yeah, make sure to smash that join button, become a member of my channel, and we can help push this message together, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one, man. Peace.